Hello everyone. Today I'm so honored and privileged to give you one of the interesting topic with the data descriptions, with the regressions, and on the topics of educations and the monthly income. So without further delay, allowing me to introduce myself. My name is Chun Suk Mei, and I'm doing project video recording on research methodology subject. And thanks to teacher who gave this some kind of meaningful project to me. So we decide to take a look with our main content together. We decide to have four various important thing. First of all, it's about like the introductions. The second one with skewness, linear, and the last one with the regression, Pearson, and with data descriptions. And the last one, we have to go with our conclusion part here. So let's dive in a little bit together with introductions. So as you can see that we're gonna have two important things that we have to discuss right now is education level and the monthly income. So just to ensure that it's equal, it's balanced with some kind of value, with some kind of the happiness, something like that here. So we're gonna study this one together. Yeah, here we go. And if we talk a little bit with data descriptions, there are lots of things that we have to consider is one the important thing, like education level with the maximums of people to join, which means like statistic is about like 51 members with minimum and the maximum probably nine. And the monthly income with one and the maximum probably 10. And you can see, as you can see in the data descriptions, we do have the mean statistic and standard deviations as the number. But the important thing that we have to take a look is about like skewness. Skewness, it could be like the important thing that we have to study with some kind of the difference between how the education level and monthly income could be too far different, or is it close to each other between a wide range of no education, no schooling, secondary, primary, or even high school, and undergraduate, postgraduate and PhD for somehow. So we have to take a look at the data description together. Okay. So in this case, probably we have to take a look at two very things that we need to consider that is important the most. Probably we have to check with the monthly income and the education level. The only thing that we have to consider right now is we have to check the skewness. The skewness in here, it was just like it was just like the important thing that we have to consider, just like what is going wrong and who decide to get higher the income or who get less probably, and then we have to check that one together. So with the skewness, about the monthly income probably 0.612, and with the standard error is 0.33. Okay. And with the education level, it was just like with the skewness, it is about like minus 0 0.85, which means like it show me something exactly that both of them could be not male. Okay, so if we can see like we can build the graph, which means like two different graph in here. So let me show you the difference. Okay, so first of all, we have to consider and we have to build different graph, and this is could be like the situations where they can go, and we can see something exactly like the education level among 51 people. It was just like it is absolutely normality. Is it because like the majorities of people in here, there is no schooling, secondary, joint secondary, and a primary, or even a high school students. And this one, it was just like near the X to the ends of the graph, and here it was just like for people who study a bachelor degree, master degree, and PhD. And you, if you take a look at the graph in here, that it was just like a mountain, but that take a look at the shape, which was just like it's provide me with the perfect scenario or perfect normality that we have to go together among 51 members that join with the questionnaire or the um, reports in here. So this is could be education level. But if we take a look at the incomes between, you know, among 51, probably it's too far difference here. Okay, so please have a look. And if we take about, the monthly income, it was just like it's technically too far different in here is because like with the graph, the stuff from the beginning, it a little bit curved, not a bit, but it's too far curved from the beginning and until move to the rest in here, which means like for those who study with less experience in life, which means like no schooling, secondary, primary, uh, which means like it was just like a big numbers of people who join with that kinds of things, situations or this scenario, and then they just get lowly income for example like 300, 400, and 500. But for those who decide to continue like learning very thing, just like start from bachelor, it was just like a less numbers of people. But if we take a look at the graph, which means like we can see something exactly what's happened to these situations. Okay, they get highly paid, but it was just like a small numbers of peoples in here, which means like that provides something significant. Okay, thank you, hope you understand. Let's go a little further with linear between both with the monthly income and the education level. And as you can see, like the draft and the line in here could be just like in the middle, probably the both distinctions, or could be like the segment in here could be like in the middle or balance. Okay, so just like I said, that's mean majorities of people are equal between like for some people who are studying, and another one it was just like another case they pursue their learning journey to their higher educations. Okay, so this is could be education level. But speaking of the monthly income, it was just like a bit different in here. Is it because like a lot of people decide to pursue their learning journey with I would love to say bachelor degree, master's degree, and PhD, likely to get the big income more than for those who have no schooling. And it was just like the majorities of people, it was just like less experience, like going to school rather than for those who decide to continue their lifelong journey. Okay, so hope you get it with linear regressions. Okay, and if we talk a little bit about regressions in here with the correlations, please take note that the bigger correlations table follow the descriptions statistic which display Pearson correlation coefficients and to one tail significant level. You must be careful when reading the metric since these numbers of each supply just twice. And just like in the table shown, it is wise to just focus on the numbers of the below or above the diagonal. Okay, to ensure that you look at each correlations once you have also advantage, you can also advantage by drawing a similar line on the output or admitting the values of the diagonal, similar to the last table. Okay, the once Pearson correlations may be understood. Nevertheless, given those one relations, there is a higher probably one of them will be using the quotient correlations, and the significant is kept at 0.5. Another strategy is to simply set alpha, which means like p in here. Mm, it was demand a low p-value as a result. Using Gaussian correlation doesn't it set alpha p-value is necessary for statistical significant a lower number, such as 1.1 0 0.1s rather than a 0.5 if we have a variety excluded existent, just like one list is prior data. Take note that VN is just like 51 have any missing data. However, the associations might be somewhat different if certain factor had a missing data. So as you can see, like in here, we do have the education level. It was just like only one here, but the monthly income that could be 0.7084. That's mean which is likely associated and violated in this data set between education level and monthly incomes in here. So we have to go along with together. Probably this is could be like the graph for you to show in terms of taking a look with the linear regressions. Okay, that we can see it something clearly between monthly income and the education level. So you have to see at the diagram in here. We could have, two way to see something like that. First of all, we do have graph, and the second one we do have, metric graph, metric regressions. Okay, so which means like it show you something exactly what to see between the metric regressions in here. So with this one, with the you can see with the education level, you can see the scatter plots in here that you have to take a look. It means like the majorities of people who have no schooling, and the second one, it's just like for those who decide to pursue their higher educations in here. And this is could be the monthly income. It was just like this scatter plot is likely less, getting less with the monthly income, which means like for those who have no schooling, tend to get less, and for those who pursue their higher education, probably they gonna get more salary, I can say. Yes. Okay. This is could be the way that I try to explain. And thank you for all of you who tried to paying attention and try to listen with my explaining data set. And if you got some problem or any questions, please drop some comment down there so that I can explain it to you, or we're gonna have some sort of discussion together. Thank you everyone, and bye bye for now.